All right, I think we're good now. I think we're going to connect. I don't know what's going on with the other one, but I think we're good. All right. What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? It is September 6th, 2020. We're coming at you live stream wise. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think the mic is good. I think we're set, guys. So thank you guys for joining me today, September 6th, 2020. We're 4 weeks away from the return of The Walking Dead, right? So crazy that it's 4 weeks away. It feels like it's right there, but it's still a month away. It'll be here before you know it. We're already in September. Tomorrow is Labor Day. It's just one of those things where, like, man, this year is going crazy. And today, Sunday, September 6th, 2020. Obviously, spoiler warning if you're watching this on the replay. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. I don't know what you know, what you don't want to know. Thank you guys for joining me. William, Jennifer, John, Madison, Donnie, Jane, everybody coming here, joining slowly but surely. We're coming in too. So I know, guys, I'm excited. You're excited. Sheila, everybody, David, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Now, with that being said, we're a month out, right? And that's like, we're so close yet so far. And it's such a weird year. It's such a weird thing. And hopefully you're safe and sound, and we're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it to September. In a couple weeks, we'll be going all right. So Victor asks, how's your day, bro? It's going all right. It's definitely one of those things that it's been a crazy couple days for me, but we're here. It's been one of those months so far. September has been a little crazy, but we're all right. We're getting there. We're being all right. Hopefully you're safe and sound for it. Now, there hasn't been that much news about The Walking Dead. There's been some potential stuff going around. A picture came out with the Beatrice actress. She'll be definitely seen in the season 10 finale. If you know the potential spoilers, it's not looking good for her. Molten Lukovic asked, do you think Jerry will take Gabriel comic death? No, Jerry definitely needs to be a part of the show going forward. Father Gabriel is a comic character. He has a comic death in the Whisperer War. We haven't had too many things for the comics coming to life in the show for the Whisperer War. Too much besides the Alpha Negan thing. The Dante thing was definitely different for the show. It's definitely cool when they have things that mix it up. And Jerry is somebody that I want to be on the show for a long, long time. Jerry clearly makes it out of the tower. He clearly makes it into the woods. The picture on the thumbnail is definitely seen that I would assume he gets away with a couple people, and he probably lives to fight another day. And I'm super excited to see what happens. I know, right? So I don't know why we got some trolls in here already, but trolls do what they do. They be what they be, and they ain't gonna stop them, that's for sure. So hopefully, guys, you're safe and sound. We're doing well here. So if you see anybody cursing and stuff on here, just get them out of here, that's for sure. The SMU girl asks, do you think Carol is going to die? Definitely not. I do not think Carol is ever going to die on the show, except at the very end of the show if they go that route. I don't think Carol is one of those people that can die on the show. I don't think that could have happened seasons ago, let alone now too, right? So who are the big characters on the show that are left? Carol, Daryl, Maggie. Who else, right? Michonne's gone from the show. Rick's gone from the show. And a bunch of others are gone that aren't coming back. Carol and Daryl are our original people from the first season of The Walking Dead. Somebody's got to make it, right? We all know Daryl is, and I'm sure people are going to be talking about Daryl's going to die, and Daryl's this, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen. Negan's going to do this, and Negan's going to do that, and Maggie's going to hear, they're going to do this, and people are just trying to have you click on stuff. And maybe they're legit theories. Maybe there are people trying to tell you confirmed information, and that's just what some people do nowadays, right? It's all about the clicks, all about the views, all about people trying to get people notoriety to come to the channel. But when we get information with you guys, we share it with you. I don't withhold anything. There's times that I post a video. See, I usually make videos days ahead of time and then post it one at a time. There was times where I made videos and posted it, made a video, posted it, made a video, and I would post videos, 2-3 videos a day. And people complain about that. People complain about everything, but that's the way of the world nowadays. But ultimately, I make videos, I share them with you guys. When I post a video and then some other information comes out, and I think it's worth posting that day, I make it and I post it. And when I get, hopefully when, not if, we get the spoilers for the season 10 finale, we will share it with you. Until that time, there's been no confirmed information except for that it's looking like Beatrice probably isn't going to make it. It makes sense. We're seeing more of those things going around where you're seeing pictures of the actress and Carol, and you see the pictures from AMC and The Walking Dead. So it just shows, put two and two together. It's probable, possible, but not 100% confirmed. Mario 3, what do you think is Virgil's purpose in episode 16? I think it's to plant the seed for everybody to know what happened to Michonne. Because if Judith didn't say it to Daryl, who's going to tell them? Maybe Judith does in the season 10 finale or maybe in season 11, but Virgil is definitely there to tell the group what happened with Michonne, because Virgil is kind of a pointless character. He's a pointless character unless he's connected with a greater storyline, right? He is connected with Michonne's exit. Michonne's a beloved character. She came around at the end of season 2, and a lot of people love her. She's a huge character in the comic, and she's a huge character on the show. So we're going to hopefully get a spin-off, maybe a movie connection, maybe some sort of connecting point with Michonne and the show and Rick and CRM and the Pioneers and the Mountaineers and everything involved. We just don't know exactly 100%. So I love talking about The Walking Dead, and I love talking about information that is, highly probable, but I just don't have anything just yet because we don't know 100%. It's still a month out, and usually when they start sending out the screeners, which is about the week of, if not the weekend before, usually that stuff comes out right around that time. So we're looking at the last week in September, around there too. So Olive Pit Bryce, so you Michonne is not a minor character? Michonne is not a minor character. So I think Michonne is a huge character for the show and the comics and everything related to The Walking Dead. When she came around, she was, a huge character. She's still a huge character, and she's going to be a huge character because of her impact, her connection with Rick, Judith, RJ, everything involved. Unfortunately, Denai Guerrero left, and a lot of things come up where you're like, man, right? So what if Carl was still alive? Would Andrew Lincoln still be on the show? Would Denai Guerrero still be on the show? Would Michonne go away instead of Rick, and Rick goes after Michonne? There's a lot of questions on there too, because I don't know if Michonne left the show because Andrew Lincoln left and, other people left before that, or she wanted to do other things. And I'm just not sure what it's gonna be for these characters, why they actually leave. If a character gets killed off, why is that? Is it a writer's decision, a money issue, a budget issue, a conflict of what they want to do with other shows, going out, filming? Do they want more money? I mean, there's so many different things. Like, if you think about it too, so many movies and shows are dictated by budget, way more than they're dictated by story. Life is a business. Shows, television, entertainment, it's about business, right? So if a company has the rights to a show and they want to have the show have a budget of, $5 million an episode or $10 million I don't know, whatever, just a number, right? And you have so many casts and so many crew and so many locations and so much stuff. What would you want to do for that to actually expand the story? Some things get left out because a character wants or an actor wants so much money, and I'm just not sure so far. My guy William Brown, thank you for the super chat. Sup, Bri? How are you liking season 2 of The Boys so far? You should do some more videos on that show. Definitely will, William. Thank you for the super chat. I watched the first 2 episodes. It came out on Friday, or maybe it came out on Thursday night, but my wife and I like to watch 1 episode a day. I'm that kind of guy. I'm not like, let's watch the whole season. Well, you can't watch The Boys whole season just yet. So for those who don't know, I apologize. The Boys is a show on Amazon. It's a comic book, graphic novel that came to Amazon. It's about superheroes, and a couple of people are involved with making of the show. One of them is Seth Rogen. He does a great job with it, and so everybody does a great job with The Boys. If you have not seen The Boys and you have Amazon Prime or you have access to watch it, and you like superheroes and you like that kind of stuff, I definitely recommend watching it. It's definitely a great show. The first 2 episodes we watched, I have not watched the 3rd episode yet. That's available to you. May available the first 3 episodes. I believe there's 8 episodes in this season, season 2. And we're going to get those every Friday, an episode every Friday, I believe. And so the first 2 episodes, a little slow, but they answer some questions. They bring some people back. Some new people are introduced. They set some things up, and it's pretty good so far. It's not your Marvel Cinematic Universe, Disney, even DC. There's some blood and gore and violence, and it's not your kiddie type of show, a superhero show. But The Boys is good. It's definitely something I recommend, and I definitely want to do more videos on that. I'm thinking about, my wife and I, we'll probably watch the 3rd episode tonight. And then I'll probably do a video of the first 3 episodes, or a video for the first episode, 2nd episode, 3rd episode, and go forth that way. I got a couple different topics that I want to make for videos this week, and I'm definitely excited to talk about it with you guys. And, I try to do a video a day, and I haven't missed every day, and not every video is going to be great. Not everybody is going to watch every video that I like, and every video is not going to be of interest for everybody on there too. But, ultimately, we have not missed a video. A video per day is what we tried to do, and that's pretty awesome on as well. So I don't know if that's considered a full-time YouTuber, whatever it is, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy talking about different things. And, The Boys is definitely something that I kind of wish it came out a little earlier, because then I would have had a little more time before The Walking Dead. So if we get the first 3 episodes of the Boys, what's up, Tommy Griffin Jr.? If we got the first 3 episodes on Friday, and then we get 5 more weeks of it, that'll roll right into The Walking Dead, basically. Well, a little before that, and then there's some carryover with it in The Walking Dead and The World Beyond and Fear the Walking Dead in there too. So it's pretty awesome stuff, and I like the idea of the AMC premiere might go into that too. So AMC premiere is going to have the episode on October 1st for season 10, episode 16. And I'm not sure if that's going to carry over every week. You're going to get 72 hours ahead of schedule instead of 48 hours, so you get an extra day. I don't know if that's the plan going forward, but that's pretty cool stuff. You get to watch it pretty early, but everybody that goes and watches it is going to be like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that happened. Oh my God, this and that. And let's talk about this. And we're going to spam and spoil everything on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you can, right? So you're like, what is going on with that? So I try to stay away from that, but be careful of that stuff. But that's what people do. People watch this stuff early and they ruin it for people. We try not to do that. So definitely warnings out for that. Jennifer, where can you watch The Boys? The Boys is an Amazon show. So if you have Amazon Prime, it's on there. I don't know if you have access to all their stuff. I know on Spectrum, I believe they have or Xfinity, they have the first 3 episodes of The Boys on there, and that's pretty cool to watch the first 3 episodes, but it's kind of like a tease because some major stuff happens later on, and it's pretty cool stuff. It's definitely interesting for sure. Definitely look into it on the Fire Stick, Jen, but it's definitely interesting for it. But find The Boys at the Amazon Prime show. For sure. Joe says, I am from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Does anybody know why that's pretty cool to be from Cynthiana, Kentucky in relation to The Walking Dead? Does anybody know why Cynthiana, Kentucky is pretty cool? That's a pretty good poll question. Cynthiana, Kentucky, what's the correlation and connection to The Walking Dead? Darth Xenon 03. Do you think the red machete will ever return? Someone picked it up. I don't think so. I think that was like its own little thing way back when in seasons, prior seasons of it. So I don't know. That was a nice, cool little mini spin-off webisode thing on there too. That'd be pretty cool. That thing would be rusted by now, right? If it was sitting out in the elements, I don't know if somebody had it. It would have been really cool if Alpha had it. But, when we have a lot of theories, right? And if you know this channel, we have a lot of theories that go around. We had the Eric is a Walker Whisper mask theory. We had the Winnie is a Whisper theory. We have a bunch of different theories going around, and none of them really panned out for us on the show. But it's always good to have theories and speculation and think about, this would be cool if they did this. And I wonder if anybody from The Walking Dead, any of the writers or anybody connected with it, like Angela Kang or Nicotero or Kirkman or anybody watches any YouTubers or anything that people bring up for different theories on there too, especially, you know, from the big YouTube channels. I wonder if anybody ever from connected to The Walking Dead comes to the YouTube, because you can just search stuff and put a theory in and anybody can look at stuff. You're like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty there. And I wonder if they, you know, look at our theories and laugh, or they go about it, wow, we were going to do that. We can't do that because, I don't know, or some different reasons, or they like it or they don't like it. You know, it's interesting. I don't know. It's just a good question for it. And I guess there's no way to tell. But, yeah. Yusef asks, have you watched Sons of Anarchy? Yes, I have. Sons of Anarchy is a great show, a great series. I definitely enjoyed that. I watched it on Netflix before it went away. I believe it's on Hulu. Ryan Hurst is on there, and, you know, Jeremiah Otto is on there, and Madison is on there, not as those characters, but those actors, the people who play that too. It's pretty awesome stuff. So anybody, I've seen a couple people know the answer for, that's a good poll question. I like that. I like doing a poll question for every live stream. But like I said, Joe, shout out to Joe Shad. I am from Cynthiana, Kentucky. And hopefully, guys, if you're new to the live stream, I wonder if anybody is new to it. You know, I have, you know, our Patreons and our members and our PT peeps and everybody that's, you know, our people that are here and that are regulars and everybody that's here. And I truly appreciate that. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool if you're a new person to the stream. Thank you much for being here. We truly appreciate that. And I don't know if other channels and other people and whatever they say about me, and that's fine. They can say whatever they want. It's a free country and you can say whatever you want. But if you're here for the first time, hopefully you enjoy what we do and you enjoy the community. Now, that being said, we do block people from attacking others, attacking me, and saying unnecessary stuff or unnecessary things. And that's why we try to get those people out of here, because we don't want this group, this discussion group, this family of The Walking Dead to be toxic and for people to feel threatened and for people to feel whatever, you know, and you just don't want to be any of that going through. And so if you're new here, hopefully you'll be part of the people that are good for this chat, for this group, for everything too. So I think I'll ask her one more time and throughout the chat, but about the halfway point, I'll answer how Cynthiana, Kentucky is connected with The Walking Dead in a pretty big, major way. But if you know the answer, post it in the chat for sure. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have seen some of the pictures going around. There's been a lot of pictures for Fear the Walking Dead. There's been more of those, I don't know, I guess live streams, the more like teasers going around. And it's pretty cool stuff to be thinking about how they're really pushing Fear the Walking Dead. There's been some more pictures for World Beyond. Fear the Walking Dead, there's several pictures of Morgan now walking around. He's wounded and not doing well, but he's alive. And we know Morgan doesn't die, that's for sure. And, you know, they set it up with a big cliffhanger, like what's going to happen with him? What's going to happen with this? What's going to happen there? And now we see pictures that he's okay and he's connected with some people or something, and we're not sure how he survives and how he teams up with the group, but he comes back around. So Mike Allen asks, when's World Beyond? World Beyond is right after the season 10 finale on October 4th. So we have The Walking Dead season 10 episode 16 from 9 o'clock to probably a little after 10 o'clock. Then we have World Beyond from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And then we have Talking Dead. And I don't know, I would assume it's going to be Talking Dead in studio, unless it's pre-recorded and people are sitting so far away. I'm just not sure what it's going to be for that. But Talking Dead is coming back there too. And then the following week is Fear the Walking Dead season 6 episode 1, World Beyond season 1 episode 2, and then we got here. Hold on, let me just get rid of this person here. Don't get rid of that person. And there's no reason for that person to be said there. So bye-bye. John Graham asks, Bri, are you going to post any more on your Fight For Us channel? I definitely want to. It's definitely one of those things where having the PT channel and a Fight For Us channel and a book series and doing a bunch of things around the house and doing stuff there too, I want to get back to that. I want to post more there. And I thought it was pretty cool to have a Fight for Us channel. It's probably going to be stuff more down the road. I definitely like the idea. No, it's okay, Jen. It's just better if I hide him from the channel and now I can't post anything, because the moderators, you'll be able to like hide them or time out for 300 seconds or whatever. But, you know, I can just hide them and that person won't be back until the person probably makes another account or logs in as a different name or a different account and comes back. Happens all the time. That's what they do. But let me see. Olive Pitt asks, Bri, have you watched the movie Afterlife? Andrew Lincoln was on that movie. I have not. Where is Afterlife? Is it on a streaming service? It is on Netflix, Amazon. Where can I watch Afterlife? I love watching different shows, movies, whatever you want to call it, with people from The Walking Dead, our Walking Dead family on there. And The Boys is a prime example of that. I love the idea of having people on The Walking Dead, part of our Walking Dead family, and that consists of Fear the Walking Dead, and The World Beyond. And I don't want to give too much. I'm not going to give. It's not a major spoiler by any means, but I made a video about Ginny, Colby Menifee. I don't know how to say her last name, Menifee, but it's Colby Menifee, and she's Ginny on Fear the Walking Dead, and then she's also Ashley something. I forget her last name on the Boys, but she's a far better character on The Boys than she is on Fear the Walking Dead. And her mannerisms and her voice it's just so much better in my opinion. The actress, I think it just fits better. And I think the actress is who she is, her voice is who she is, and she's a little over the top in there, but it's just a better character in my opinion. So thank you, Joe Shad, for the super chat. Thank you, number one fan. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys just being here, but if you can donate to the channel, I got to put that out there. It comes back to the channel so we can continue to make videos every day and have more and more videos. And I really can't wait for 4 weeks from today when The Walking Dead comes back, right? So I love the idea of having The Walking... So once we get to October, guys, we're going to be rolling and stuff. We're going to be able to talk about the season 10 finale, World Beyond, and Fear the Walking Dead. So we probably all love The Walking Dead in this chat, right? But do you like Fear the Walking Dead? And are you excited for World Beyond? Fear the Walking Dead is something... I love the idea of having another story of The Walking Dead, having another branch off of The Walking Dead tree. So The Walking Dead to me is a big old tree. And it's got a branch of Fear the Walking Dead, another branch of World Beyond, another branch of the Rick movies, another branch of the webisodes, and there's all these branches off of the main series of The Walking Dead. They're all branches of a good show, the good baseline, right? The good story can come from The Walking Dead, and there can be little tangents and different things and ways to spin things off. But to me, Fear the Walking Dead really missed the boat initially. And now they're probably trying to catch up and do things in a different way of connecting with, the fan base to be like, wait a second, we wanted the Fear the Walking Dead to be its own show. We wanted to have The Walking Dead be its own show compared to that. But you brought people over from The Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead. And Fear the Walking Dead was supposed to be the initial start of the zombie apocalypse, right? The Fear the Walking Dead timeline is days or months or whatever before The Walking Dead. I don't know exactly the timeline. I don't really care that much about it, but I just know that it's pretty interesting to go right before it and then connect at the same time where it could be. And then all of a sudden they brought people over from the show, and now we have Fear the Walking Dead with Morgan and Dwight and Sherry. And so it's pretty cool stuff too. So thank you, Sheila. Blackshare, appreciate it on there too. So thank you for the super chats on there. I'm always appreciative of that. It really means a lot to me because it comes back to the channel. I'm not living large and, on the beach with a Ferrari from all this money coming in. I wish I had so much money that would be it. I'd still make videos on YouTube. I'd still run the community. I'd still run things here on the PT channel and on Facebook. I'd still do all those things because I enjoy doing it. That's for sure on there as well too. And I appreciate you guys being here, whether you're, just checking out the channel, posting super chats, live streams, being a part of it, members, on that. I truly appreciate it for sure too. So let me see what we got here. So Thank you, JR. Is it JR James? JR James 3S? I always get like confused with like when people have like a letter or a number in the letter where it's supposed to be with that too. But thank you, JR, for sure. Appreciate it too. So what do we got here? Hopefully you guys are watching some different shows. I'm wrapping up The Kingdom on Netflix, it's about a mixed martial arts gym in California. Frank Grillo's in it, and a bunch of other people are there too. So I appreciate, watching that show, and I like watching different shows for things coming up. But before you know it, The Walking Dead, I'll be here for you to know it. John Graham says, Bri, you really have done a hell of a job with your videos content that you have made with the very limited information that's been out, especially since The Walking Dead was postponed. Thank you, sir. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. And I'm really glad that you said that, but also recognize that too. Like, it's easy to talk about The Walking Dead or anything when there's a plethora of talking about it, right? There's always so much to talk about during the shows, when they're out, the trailers, the videos, the promo photos, so many different things. And when there is not, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to do some things. So I appreciate the kind words for sure. Sheila asks, what do you think causes Morgan's red eyes? I don't know, right? Because I'm not an emergency room doctor, or I'm not, a medical professional that works with trauma. And Morgan, spoiler warning, Morgan at the end of season 5 was shot by Ginny in the upper chest, above his heart, I'm guessing, right? Kind of up here kind of region. And then he's bleeding heavily, and he's got the bullet probably in his chest muscle, a rib, somewhere. I don't know where it would have exited, right? So I don't know how he gets away. And I would assume the blood in your eyes is not normal, right? And it doesn't look like it's when you have red eyes, when your eyes have been irritated for so long, if you've been doing stuff, or, I'm just not sure what it's been on there. So, yeah, sorry. Jeffrey says, the stream is struggling. Hopefully it connects itself better on there. I don't know. I have full connection, and the upload speed is actually really good, so it might be YouTube. But hopefully it fixes itself. But I would assume it has something to do with the trauma of the bloodshot and the hemorrhage. And, the Walking Dead universe is its own universe, right? It's its own rules. It has its own thing with the zombies. They don't call them zombies. They call them walkers. And walkers are around for, the same walker, unless it's, its brain or brain stem is actually killed. It can be, the walker can be around for years, evidently. I don't know how. But the walkers, it's ultimately, the walkers are around indefinitely. It's you throw in walkers to throw in some plots, some problems, little drama, a little crazy, a little over the topness. It's kind of what it is, right? But when somebody gets shot, like Daryl, he got shot by Dwight at the end of season 6, and he was fine. He got up and threw a punch at Negan, and we never saw him really have any problems from that. And people get cut and stabbed in fights and everything, and they're fine, right? But if you think about it, so many of these characters should have been killed off from disease, from, not getting vaccinations or not getting different things. A simple flu probably could have taken out so many of these people in there, because they don't have antibiotics, they don't have antivirals, they don't have different things. A bacterial infection without antibiotics can be really bad, and it's one of those things where, what if you're in the woods and you get a snake bite? That's just its own thing, right, too? So I don't know, Jen says, Bri, it doesn't even look like the busted blood vessels. Exactly. So it doesn't even look like it's on the eye. It's just it's red. It just like if you're coloring in a picture, it's just red around the eyes, and it's so solid, the amount of blood. So I just hope it's explained. I hope it makes sense. I'm just not sure. Exus Girl 304 Q&A, there's a pic of Morgan looking at a destroyed police cruiser. Do you feel that's an Easter egg as to Morgan deciding to take his new group and head back to Alexandria? I don't know. That's a great question, Xmas Girl 304. I don't know if that's where they're going with it. It could be just a simple Easter egg to the pilot episode of season 1, episode 1, for The Walking Dead because of Rick being a cop in King County and the cop car, and it could be a callback to that. I don't know if that's going to be, if we're going to get some more connecting points with it. I mean, they kind of hinted that Morgan wanted to take everybody back, but they didn't. The SWAT truck, I don't know how long would last. I mean, how many miles does it take drive from wherever they are in Texas all the way to Virginia? I mean, I don't know how far it is, but 1,000 miles, 1,500, 2,000 miles. I mean, it's a long time, right? How are you going to have gas? How are you going to get there? I'm just not sure. But I really hope that the way things go, we get World Beyond, 2 seasons, merges with Fear, merges with The Walking Dead, merges with the movies. I hope it goes that way. So World Beyond, Fear to The Walking Dead is the route it goes. You know, I'm just not sure, right? So. Jeffrey Brooks asks, good topic. Do you think the doctors have tried to make antibiotics, etc.? I would hope so. I would think that they would try to have, I don't know if it's antibiotics. Like, to be honest, like, I don't even know how you make an antibiotic. Like, I don't even know how you go and you get the right things and you put this in there. And, you know, I don't know. I just know that big pharma, you know, Pfizer and all these other companies make all these different medications and meds for everything, right? I don't know if it comes from plants that you have to extract this and break this down and have these things and put it together. I would think that they went more of the, I don't even know the term, the old school way of healing with herbs and this and bandages. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, I would assume so, right? I mean, at some point you would have to have some way of getting back to have things. I mean, this isn't Resident Evil where you mix a red herb and a green herb and then it gives you back to 100% health, or a blue herb if you were poisoned. I mean, it's not that same kind of thing too. So Mike Allen says 2,200 miles. That's a long time, 2,200 miles, right? I don't know how much gas they actually have, but they do have the oil fields, and that's a big thing for the Texas, you know, in there making oil with Luciana and Ginny and everybody there. I just know it would make sense to be, okay, hopefully they'll be able to stockpile as much gasoline as they can, extract it from the oil, crude oil, to do this and to refine it and to have the different things to turn the crude oil into gasoline, or different oil for, you know, the different engine oil. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a chemical engineer and stuff, but I would assume there hopefully would be somewhere, somehow you'd be able to do it. And there's just so many different things. And that's kind of a cool thing. I need to look more into that because I like the idea of, you know, my book series Fight for Us is set in a zombie apocalypse. In the future, the kind of near future from our timeline here, but it's in the future. It's a fictional story, so it's not real. It's not reality. But, you know, some of those things are that you could be like, okay, in the future, hopefully we would have, you know, a stockpiled place for antibiotics, medications, antivirals, big time stuff in coolers that you could have for a long time. I know Bill Gates made something, or had his company make something, that you could have a storage system for antibiotics and different treatments and different things in a cooler that could last a long time. And it was more like a third world country type of thing, because they don't just have Walgreens over there and you go pick up your stuff at CVS and you go pick it up. So the stuff would be like, okay, if the antiviral or the medication is made, how do you store it? How do you keep it from, you know, being ruined by the heat and the elements in the environment? That's a pretty cool thing. So if they can do that, you would have to have electricity at some point to keep the coolant on it and stuff. You know, it's kind of pretty cool stuff. And, you know, reading more into that always helps the writers and different things. And, you know, me being a writer, I have to research some things to make stuff legit, because you don't want to have stuff like that doesn't make sense. That's not how things are made. And I've learned a lot from different aspects of survival and different things of, you know, just day-to-day stuff of how it is in a surviving just everyday life, let alone a zombie apocalypse, by doing research. And it's pretty cool stuff. And even if it's not something that you're interested, maybe just take some time and look into different things and find out how long the human body can last without water, without food, without different things. And it's pretty cool stuff to find out that information too. So last time, guys, before I answer the question, Cynthiana, Kentucky, what's the big connection? Well, I guess two big connecting points of The Walking Dead. Well, if you guessed one of them, I'll give you credit, right? So the answer is Robert Kirkman is from Cynthiana, Kentucky, and the first comic of The Walking Dead takes place in Cynthiana, Kentucky. So it's kind of like basically the birthplace of the Walking Dead comic and the creator, Robert Kirkman, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Xmas Girl, Bri, have you heard any of the theories that Morgan is the first to survive a walker bite? No, I haven't heard anything on there too. I've kind of been keep it to myself. I don't watch other YouTube channels of The Walking Dead. I watch other YouTube channels, but not Walking Dead channels. I don't watch their videos and see what they do and have that stuff too. I kind of hear different theories from you guys in this live stream, in the comments. When I make a video, I have this, I have that on there too. I'm not a subscriber of any other Walking Dead YouTube channels. I don't watch their videos. They don't come up on my feeds. So I don't know what people are posting on there as well. So I have not heard that. I don't think they're going the route of immunity. When I saw Robert Kirkman on the Walker Stalker cruise so many years ago now, he was on the third Walker Stalker cruise. And if you want to go check out that answer of what Robert Kirkman talks about on there, it's pretty important of his panel. And Robert Kirkman is Robert Kirkman. And, you have the different showrunners and Gimple and Angela Kang and the two guys from Fear the Walking Dead and the other guy for the World Beyond. But I wonder if Robert Kirkman gets the final say of things, right? So if they're like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. It's definitely something that I wonder if Robert Kirkman gets the final say, because ultimately it's his franchise, it's his universe. And if he says he's not going the route of the cure, and he's not going the route of the immunity, and he's not going the route of the government, he's not going certain routes that goes, because in a zombie apocalypse, right, there's only so many different ways. The zombie apocalypse starts, whatever the reason is. Right? If we're all infected, we're not infected, it's this, it's that, it came from space junk or bacteria or whatever the cause is, right? It's not important. The big thing is, what is the end game? Everybody lives, everybody dies, the government saves everybody, the government takes everybody out, there's a cure, there's no cure, there's no hope. There's only so many different ways of it. And I believe that The Walking Dead was all about the story after the idea on there too. So, but people are asking inappropriate questions on there as well. But that's what people do. That's what they are. There's going to be more of that too coming up. When we have The Walking Dead coming back, there's going to be more of that inappropriate stuff. But that's the way of the world here too. Let me see some other good questions. Sorry, I missed a couple of different things. Hello, let's play 1, 2, 3. Do you think the group gets separated while passing through the herd because the herd is so huge? It's pretty huge. That's a good question. Hello, let's play 1, 2, 3. I think that the groups go out different routes, and I wonder if it's going to be a designed way of doing that. I don't know. I mean, I would assume that we're going to have groups of 2. And the big question I have is, I'm going to make a video on that this week, is the magnet picture that's going around, and she has the hand on her right shoulder, right trap. And it's interesting because is that a friend? Is that a foe? Is it a walker? Is it a whisper? Is it, someone that's with her? Is it somebody so the groups are, that I think are, is Carol and Beatrice, Jules and Luke, Daryl and Kelly, and then maybe Magna and Jerry. I'm not sure what happens with Negan, what happens with Lydia. I'm not sure how people get out on there too. Do more people get out? Do they get to a spot and play music and attract the walkers? Do they get to Oceanside? Or just not sure. I mean, I would assume if we have groups of 2, do you stick together and all go this way? Do you go out? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what their plan is. So Xmas Girl says the hand has a glove on it. Who wears gloves? Jerry definitely has gloves on it, for sure. Mike Allen asks, isn't Jerry in Shazam? Jerry definitely is in Shazam, and he's in a couple other movies too. And it's pretty cool. Like I said, I love watching anybody else do that too. So anybody watch a show and they're like, man, that's pretty cool. Hey, that's Jerry, or that's Negan, or that's so-and-so on there. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I'm pretty sure that you say the character's name instead of the actor's name right away. Like, oh, there too. So I see Grape Tomato Girl and Mark, a bunch of people talking about the temperatures. I know that it's super hot in Florida, but super hot in California, Las Vegas, Arizona. And if you're in any of those places with 100, 109, 111 degree heat, around the fires, around the craziness on there, make sure you're safe and sound. Hopefully your property damage from these fires is not an issue or anything like that too. So hopefully you'll be okay with that. Stay hydrated, stay in the shade. You know, I have a story that I was mowing the lawn on Friday, and you know, usually it takes me about 40 minutes to mow the lawn, and I put it off in the rain and it was taller and everything, but I had a problem with the lawnmower, and my 45 minute lawn mowing job took over 2.5 hours. It was a whole bunch of craziness on there, but that was Friday. I've never been so hot in my life. I was so dehydrated and such a mess. And you know, that was just mowing the lawn, and it was probably like 95 degrees here with 100% humidity in Tampa. So be careful where you guys are. If it's on there, it's one of those things too. So Jackie says, bye guys, gotta run. Thank you for being here, Jackie. Have a great week. Stay healthy and safe. You too. I think, Jackie, if you're in the United States and you celebrate Labor Day, hope you have a good Labor Day on Monday. Stay safe. Be careful with like the big groups on there too, because of COVID-19, and big gatherings on there too, because it's kind of like the Memorial Day thing where everybody's trying to get together for a barbecue and stuff. And you're like, let's just be safe with it, you know, on there as well. Try to be, you know, a little bit away from each other, and, you know, make sure on there, because that's what happens to a lot of people, is that they stick away, they get away from people, and they're not around people at all. And then they go to a birthday party or something there where there's a big group together, and it's been turning out some people have been getting, you know, COVID-19. I think that's what happened with The Rock. I think something happened with a wedding or a party or a group gathering or something, and then his family got it and everything, and everybody's okay. But, you know, it's really not worth the risk. And I know people are worried about having, you know, Labor Day weekend, which is this weekend, which is crazy. Just be safe for sure, too. So, man, Grape Tomato Girl says, bro, we have no AC either, but we managed. Stay hydrated, cool clothes, baggy ice. Man, well, I'm sorry about the no AC. That's crazy, right? So hopefully you'll be able to maintain, be in the shade, sit in one of those kiddie pools, you know, or something, right? You know, just be safe, stay hydrated, because dehydration is a real thing, and you got to be careful of that too. So the other thing I wanted to bring up, so I'll go for about another 18, 17 minutes, is that we could get some filming news, or, you know, we can get some filming news for the 6 episodes of season 10. So the 6 extra episodes, because there's been some different things in Sonoy around there. Production, pre-production stuff, may start doing stuff there in Sonoy. I believe the word is that they wanted to start filming in October, and it's September 6th as we do this live stream, right? So in a week, because they're probably not going to do anything on Labor Day. They're probably not going to do anything this week, maybe next week if they have people in town. I know there's going to be people in Sonoy in Georgia. Maybe you see some people at the airport. You see some people doing different things. So it's kind of around filming season again, right? So it still is filming season around this time, because filming season is May to November. So if we get some news about that, there's been some stuff about potential filming production trucks around Sonoy. Also, there's been the signs, if you know about the filming in Sonoy and around parts of Georgia, when the signs go up, do not mow, or please do not mow the grass, please do not mow, that usually means something to do with The Walking Dead, because you don't want to, like in a zombie apocalypse, right? You're going to have tall grass, weeds, stuff everywhere with it. It's going to look dilapidated, debris. It's going to look terrible. You're not going to have a bunch of people with great lawns. You're not going to have like manicured lawns. So The Walking Dead tells the production of The Walking Dead tells people around there, please don't mow. They're going to be used for filming sites. And there's been more and more of those signs. So hopefully we'll get some more information about the filming on there too. So Xmas Girl asks, what do you want the extra 6 to cover? That's a great question. I want it to be as much as they can do without taking anything from season 11. This is 6 extra episodes. So I just don't want it to feel like filler. I don't want it to be like, well, what did we actually watch here? Is it going to feel like watered down Walking Dead? I'm not sure. It just doesn't make sense too. So Bob Smith asks, how many actual subscription do you have? I don't know, 92,800 and some. So, we're 8,000, less than 8,000 away from our goal of 100,000 too. So we're getting there. We're getting there every day. So I just don't want, I guess I want to see stuff that makes sense. I would love to see stuff about Carol, Daryl, maybe, we have to see where season 10, episode 16 ends up, right? Too. So I'm not sure what they can actually have for season 10, episode 16 after that without taking stuff from season 11. I would assume it's going to be something about Oceanside, rebuilding Hilltop, maybe a little bit of Carol and Daryl talking, Maggie. We'll have to start seeing, different things, who's actually in town for filming. And if they're at Alexandria, we'll definitely see the fan blades for the windmill on there, because usually that's a big sign. If they start putting up the fan blades at Alexandria, that means they're going to film there. There was probably some damage at Alexandria from all the walkers and the whispers inside there. So maybe they rebuild Alexandria, rebuild Hilltop, Oceanside. That's 3 of the 6 episodes there. Not sure. I'm just not sure what they can take or what they can actually show without taking stuff from season 11. I just don't know how they're going to do that. We'll have to see. And I just hope it's good. I really hope that it makes sense. It's not like, well, that was crap. They didn't really show any. But kind of like The Walking Dead does a great job. I know that they have a great job of connecting the dots, and they can always expand things a little bit more, go into depth. But if we look at season 7 and certain seasons of The Walking Dead, there was some bottle episodes and stuff that kind of didn't make sense, and some stuff that was kind of hard to watch in the grand scheme of episodes, so I just hope it makes sense and it's worth watching too. So, but thank you guys for being here. There's not really too much of an update for my Fight For Us book series. I'm still waiting for my wife to read she's got to read 15 more chapters. So when she gets about halfway done, I'll start my final edit. I worked on the cover a little bit. So I kind of worked on the cover, the back page, and then I got to put the back page, the synopsis on there, and then that'll be done. And then I hope to have it out, in October. Maybe I'm going to shoot for maybe the middle of October. It depends on how fast my wife can read the book for her edit. And then when she kind of gets a little more progress through it, then I can have it done, and then we can have it out to you guys, and hopefully we'll be there too. So, yeah. I don't know what this person's all about, but see ya. I don't know. So that person's gone. But ultimately, guys, when people come in here to have a good time for The Walking Dead, that's good stuff. And we love talking about The Walking Dead, talking about Fear the Walking Dead, the Walking Dead universe. Hopefully it makes sense for how the shows connect. I really hope World Beyond is a good show, because I like the idea of the World Beyond being a good connecting point with it. I'm not sure if it's going to be for everybody, but it might be like Fear the Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead, in its heyday, I don't even know, had 11 million viewers, 10, 11, 12 million viewers, whatever it was. It was a lot of people. And then Fear the Walking Dead, I think the best it had was like 3, maybe 4 million. And so it's a third of the people that watch The Walking Dead go to Fear the Walking Dead. I would assume the same people that watch Fear the Walking Dead will probably watch World Beyond. If they were smart, they would draw people in with CRM, some sort of connecting point with Rick, and some sort of connecting point with the grand scheme of things too. So Xmas Girl says, Bri, we still haven't met Mrs. PT. Tell her we send all her best. Yeah, she's actually out doing some errands right now. I told her that they asked about her and that she would love to be on here too. So, I mean, she is a little camera shy with stuff. But maybe hopefully one day, if she wants to come on, she's more than welcome to. But sometimes she she likes to do this stuff because like I go for an hour here. So then we're there for that. So sure. Jeffrey says 18 million at the highest. Yeah, so I was way off then, 18 million. So yeah, I was thinking maybe 12 million at the highest, but so that's crazy, right? So if you got 18 million the highest views, and then you get Fear the Walking Dead, you're getting like 3, 4, 5 million. That's a third of it. I mean, that's not even a third, but it's crazy on there too. So Mark says, getting close to a year anniversary with the beard, bro. I guess, right? I don't even know when I started this beard, but like I kind of am afraid to shave it now. Like it's one of those things where I did my little video of the Fight For Us stuff when I filmed stuff in my house, and I thought it was pretty cool doing stuff like that. And I had Ryan, the character that's in there, had a beard because it's on there as well. Hold on, let me yeah, people love it when they come back after getting banned for saying inappropriate stuff, but it's what people do. But then the beard has just been there for a long time, and yeah, I don't know. That's a great point, Mark. I guess I should have wrote down when I had it, but I'm kind of afraid to shave it. I trim it up a little bit, can't have it. Don't eat Grizzly Adams over here, but a little bit. But trying to grow it in a little bit for sure. Xmas Girl says Q&A. The Fear showrunners have made a statement that this season will explain the last 2 seasons. Any opinions on how? Okay, let's backtrack a little bit on the Xmas Girl. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good question. I think I'll on there too. So the last 2 seasons, so seasons 4 and 5. Season 4 is when Morgan came around, and season 5 is when Dwight came. So that's interesting to see Morgan being involved with it, but I don't know. I mean, they need to explain Ginny more. I know we're going to have Ginny, her sister. We're going to have the Pioneers and all their different communities. And I wonder if we're going to have a CRM connection, like CRM is above the Pioneers, or maybe they have nothing to do with it. So thank you, Mike Allen, for coming here. Thank you, Joe, for being a part of it too. I appreciate it. Mike Allen says, lunch break over, gotta go. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for being here for your lunch break. I appreciate that. That's pretty awesome. Hopefully it was a good lunch break and you get back to working and you only got a couple more hours left. And hopefully, I know when I work, it's always good to have lunch. Usually that's like the halfway point of your day. Hopefully it's less than that. So if you work like 4 hours, then lunch, and then 4 hours, or like 4 hours, lunch break, 3 hours or something, that's always the best. You're like, I'm halfway there. Halfway there. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's my, anybody know John Bon Jovi? I'm from Jersey, so Bon Jovi is kind of a big deal. Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi. I know that was probably terrible, but, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope that I don't even need a big connecting point the last 2 seasons with Fear. Season 6. I really hope season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead is the best, if not one of the best seasons of Fear. And if I think back on it, I don't even know what the best season of Fear the Walking Dead is. Like The Walking Dead, I go season 6. Boom. Season 5, pretty good. Season 4, really good of The Walking Dead. Season 7, weakest of The Walking Dead. I can think of certain seasons in my mind. I can think about it. Fear the Walking Dead, I'm like, okay. It was like 1, 2, and 3. Season 3 was really good. I like the second half of Fear the Walking Dead, I believe. That was the one with Luciana in Mexico and pretty good stuff. And then we had the autos with the ranch and everything, and that was pretty cool. I like where they went with that. But it always feels like half of the season doesn't connect with the other half of the season. When you have Fear the Walking Dead, to me, it's like, and The Walking Dead does it too, that you have different, like half a season. It's not a whole season. There's like different questions of it where you have things where there's 8 episodes and then the next 8 episodes little to nothing connects with the first half of the season and the second half of the season too. So yeah, I mean, I haven't went back and rewatched Fear the Walking Dead, but I agree with Jeff. I think season 3 was the best of Fear, but then season 4 came and it was like, what's going on? What's this? What's that? Morgan's here. How are they going to coexist with Morgan, Madison, and Nick? Well, I guess they weren't, because Morgan came around, Nick was gone, Madison was gone. 2 huge characters gone. Is it because of Morgan? I don't know, right? So Jeff says season 4 of Fear was good. Second half stunk. See, do you agree, Jeff? Like, do you agree that Fear the Walking Dead does it too, right? I mean, if you look at different seasons, the first half, second half, there's some sort of disconnect, but it kind of connects a lot better. But Fear the Walking Dead, right? Fear the Walking Dead is like season 3A and 3B. So much stuff is crazy. Like, exactly, Jeff. So you have the ranch and you have the autos in the first half. And then the second half is everyone coming together, the water, the dam explosion, and then boom, gone. Then season 4 starts, and you're like, well, how did Madison get there? How did Madison meet up? How is the stadium? How did they come to the stadium? How's everybody together? You're like, what the? Well, there's so many questions. I just don't get it. Not enough answers. But, you know, we'll have to see where it goes. Alexander Romero asks, do you see the group ever going back to the dumps to recover all the things that Jadis traded for CRM? That would be a great thing for season 11, I think, if they go back there and they find out all these little things. Like, what if they go back and they find the trailer that's immaculate with the bed and the thing, and it's really clean and really nice and it's everything, right? What if they find something that has a major connecting point with CRM? What if there's a radio that somehow has power and connection and there's calls over it? You know, I think they eventually have to go back there. It seems like a dead end to bring Jadis and the trash people around and then have them get killed off. Jadis comes around and we never go back to the junkyard again. Not even Jadis, really. I mean, she did, but we didn't really see too much of it. Negan was there and then left. Father Gabriel was there and then left. So they kind of went there, but they really didn't explore more. So I guess they went back, but it just really wasn't that big a thing too. So for that, but thank you guys for being a part of it. Alexander says the Proctors started the Mountaineers. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. Like the Proctors, they were probably what the best thing, the closest thing to me is that we had for a villain, right? But they were so short-lived, they were basically just connected with the damn explosion, right? That was gone. That was like, what? So they were there. Alicia was connected with Proctor John. And then we're like, who are these Proctors? Who are this group? And then the explosion happened, and we never saw them again. They were pretty good, you know, I could see being part of, you know, a villain for the show, but it was very short-lived. And I still stand by, the show needs to have a villain. We already like Alicia. We already like some people like Madison. Some people like Nick. Some people like Daniel. Some people like this. We have our guys, right? We have our people that we like. John Dory. Some people like Strand. Some people like that. And I still think that Strand and John Dory are going to have a problem. And they're going to come to, you know, fighting each other. And I want to see what happens there too. Like if Fear wanted to mix things up and do something pretty big, I hope they kind of kill off some pretty big character. You're not killing Morgan off. You're not killing, you know, Dwight, Sherry, characters like that. What about Strand? If you had to pick John Dory or Strand, who are you saving? To me, that's easy. John Dory. If I don't see John Dory and Rick Grimes, that's a missed opportunity. If I don't see John Dory back in, you know, some sort of connected point with The Walking Dead, that's a missed opportunity in my opinion too. So I don't know where it's going to be, but we'll see how it goes down. But thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, William. Thank you, J.R. James. Thank you. Appreciate the super chats. You don't have to do a super chat, but it's greatly appreciated. The money comes back to the channel. I truly appreciate it doing there too. So hope you guys are being here. Thank you for everybody being a part of it. Labor Day weekend. Labor Day is tomorrow. If you're in the United States and you celebrate that, hopefully you're not working. If you are, be safe. If you're not, still be safe on there. Xmas Girl says, I think the Proctors are a plot hole. Switching showrunners did that. Yeah, for sure. Man, I don't know why people are being here, but it's going to be more of a problem when The Walking Dead comes back around for sure. But thank you guys. Be safe, be sound, be secure. I'll be back next Sunday. Next Sunday is the first weekend of the NFL. If you like NFL, you like sports, hopefully, it'll be back for you. Actually, the first game is Thursday with the Texans and the Chiefs. I'm excited for that. Hopefully you'll be watching. I love the NFL. I love fantasy football, so I'll be watching that for sure. I appreciate it too. So, I appreciate it. I don't know Junior Jam 3S. So I want to say Junior James just because it looks like a 3, but is it Junior Jam 3S? Please let me know. JR, but thank you. Junior, thank you for that. College football. Xmas Girl loves college football. So hopefully college football is safe and sound. I know they had some games yesterday, so hopefully the teams are okay. I like college football too. Hopefully everything will be pretty interesting for it. We got NBA basketball, we got hockey, we got baseball, we got a bunch of stuff going on. Football pretty soon. Man, and before you know it, 4 weeks from today, guys, we'll be back. Walking Dead, we'll be excited. If you have AMC Premiere, you'll be able to watch the Season 10, Episode 16 on Thursday, October 1st. Early access for it. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate it. Be safe, be secure, be sound, be everything. Have some fun if you can on there too. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, blocking out the haters, doing what you love, do what you can do. And remember, guys, you can do big things. Maybe not all at once. It takes time. With hard work, you can achieve things. Be safe. Happy Labor Day. I'll see you next Sunday, and see you guys. See ya.